Well, today I am excited. I am Alesia Hendley here on behalf of AV Network. We are going to talk with Christie today and Steve basically about all of the exciting things that is happening within Christie, all your new releases, all your new launches, and what it means to be really a thought leader in such a large industry and blazing the trail. So Steve, thanks for joining us. I'm happy to be kind of going at this with you today.
Thanks, Alicia. It's nice to be here with you.
Awesome. And loving the background. That within itself is a huge project. We can talk about that another time. Or people can go, the people can go to the website and check out that case study because it's awesome.
Absolutely.
But let's just hop right into it. Christie is not, an unknown name, right? You guys have a brand, you speak for yourself. But recently with the RGB Pure Laser technology, pushing its way into so many use cases and really creating a lot of innovation. What does it mean for you and your entire team at Christie to be the ones really blazing that path for this type of technology?
Well, Alicia, for Christie, being a market leader in general is very important. And that is essentially the approach that we have taken with our RGB Pure Laser technology development. Of course, Christie offers, 1DLP and 3DLP laser phosphor technology as well, and it's great technology, but we have really made significant advancements in RGB Pure Laser technology in the last few years. We developed a couple, actually three, newer all-in-one RGB Pure Laser projectors that don't require external chillers, they don't require external laser banks. So like the D4K40, the Griffin 4K32 RGB, and now the new Christie M 4K25 RGB. So, we're really focusing our attention on the advancements of that all-in-one technology. And there are a couple of key performance advantages with RGB laser. And I think a lot of people watching this will understand or know that, the illumination performance of pure lasers, we're referring to it, is actually much higher and longer than your laser phosphor technologies. In fact, it's a minimum of 25% longer and up to 50 and 100% of the lifetime of laser phosphor technology. And essentially, or not essentially, but secondly, the color performance for RGB laser technology is also a major advantage. When you think about corporate events that happen, corporate logos and reproduction of those corporate logos is very important to people. If you're a theme park and theme park attractions, the content creators want to reproduce, the colors that they've created and embedded to give that feeling to their audiences precisely. So it's very important and top of mind and it's a top priority for them. A few years ago, we contracted a third party to do a survey for us. And one of the interesting things we learned from it was that 76% of respondents identified color as a key part of their buying decision. Right. And that's kind of what helps support, and define our RGB Pure Laser strategy. Because honestly, seeing is believing. Yep. And we've actually hosted some demos recently. People are surprised and actually impressed with the expanded color gamut that you get with RGB laser because it is double what you get with Rec 709 technology. And we've also done some side-by-side comparisons with our own laser phosphor and other laser phosphor technologies, that are in the same brightness category, of course. And you're not only surprised at the color and the brightness, but some customers actually thought that we were overdriving the colors on purpose to sort of, show how much better it was. But the fact is they realized once they saw the skin tones during these demonstrations that we were actually very accurate with our color reproduction, as well as just being generally very rich and very vibrant.
Right.
The one thing about the expanded color gamut too is that it increases the perceived brightness, which I think is actually quite interesting for RGB Pure Laser projectors. And another thing to say is that RGB actually can enhance the performance of Rec 709 content. You don't have to have Rec 2020 content to take advantage of the expanded color capability.
Right.
So, all that said, I would just say that, I could talk all day about RGB and I'm probably running out of time quickly soon. So I just want to tell you that we're excited and very proud to be at the forefront of RGB illumination development and blazing that trail.
Right, and that's something that I've always personally admired about Christie is you guys don't just focus on the actual hardware, of course, that you're selling, but the content is equally as important, even though you and your team may not be creating it. You keep the content as a focal point of creating that experience and capturing the hearts and then creating the technology that drives that. So that's amazing. And I know you guys will continue to blaze this path as you've been doing for years and several years now. But you mentioned a few products, which led me to my next question is how does, this innovation with RGB Pure Laser technology translate it into your products like the Griffin 4K32 and the M 4K25?
Well, as I mentioned, we've really pushed the boundaries of all-in-one technology, especially our new Christie M 4K25 projector. The Christie M 4K25 RGB actually has 25,000 lumens, but only weighs 92 pounds. I mean, that's pretty impressive because no other RGB technology comes close to that at this point in time. In fact, the closest one is double the weight. And I'm not sure what size and volume, but that's still a significant, and a capability or enhancement that you get from this new product.
Right.
One of the other things, though, when you think about innovation in these products specifically, is True Life. I mean, we've had True Life for a very long time, and now we have True Life Plus. And True Life is our video processing technology, and it was originally an option card based technology, but now what we've done is we've taken that and kind of smartened it up a little bit. We've made True Life Plus all in one as well. So you actually have all the inputs you'll ever need. They're built in. You don't have to buy extra option cards, or if you change your player or your server or whatever it might be, you don't have to go out and buy a new option card. And for rental stagers who may, forget or misplace or whatever, these option cards, there's no worry of that anymore.
Right.
And the other thing is, we've been really focusing on reducing our sound level in these newer technologies as well, especially in our higher brightness 3D LP projectors. So that reduced noise level really helps when you have applications that, your projection has to be close or near the audience. You don't want to interrupt that experience and any of your presentation with noise levels from the projectors. So having a reduced noise levels is a big advantage. Another one that another thing that we've innovated is called electronic color convergence. You've seen where the red, the green, and the blue comes out of alignment sometimes, maybe after travel through staging or after vibration in certain applications. What electronic color convergence allows you to do is control your red, your green, your blue individually using the remote control. So if that happens and your projector is mounted in the ceiling or on truss, you don't have to get a ladder or a lift to adjust that.
Right.
Which is really nice. I mean, we've also further developed our Christie Light Lock technology. And what that does is allows people to manage their brightness and color over time, regardless, or not regardless, but even in higher ambient temperatures and humidity. So, that's a big factor to consider too, is those types of applications. And then of course, we still have Christie Twist and Christie Mystique. I mean, those are powerful tools for warping and blending applications, of course. And we've also got our Mirage option in those products for high frame rate and 3D applications. And, we just also recently created Christie Conductor. And Christie Conductor allows the user to remotely control, monitor, and diagnose a fleet of projectors. In fact, up to 256. And I'm not sure why the 56 exactly, but I mean, that's a lot of projectors.
Right.
So, I mean, there's so much more I could talk about from a feature standpoint, but you could see that there's just so many things that are so many innovative features and benefits to those features in our lineup of RGB Pure Laser technology today.
Full-blown ecosystem within these products. Seriously, you mentioned so many things, but you're getting less noise, things are getting lighter, and of course they're getting smarter. So I mean, we all love smarter. That's why we keep buying more and more smartphones every year, right? But one product that was mentioned earlier this year that you guys released earlier this year at Christie was the Inspire series, and this is it seems like it was pretty much launching and catering to those smaller to mid-size environments. Can you tell us about that series that you guys released?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, the Inspire series is a pretty impressive professional grade. It's full featured 1DLP laser technology. And it's a great projection technology for boardrooms, classrooms, even museums, and just small to mid-size screens and applications without breaking the bank. And we offer 5 models, 3 brightness levels, and you can get approximately 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 ANSI lumens. And a unique feature that we offer with these is it's a built-in motorized zoom lens.
Right.
And so we have 3 models with a 1.25 to 2.0 to 1 lens, and we also offer one model with a 0.65 to 0.75 to 1 short throw lens. And these motorized lenses can be adjusted via the remote control. You can adjust, of course, zoom, focus, and then your horizontal and vertical offset as well.
Nice.
They're also great for 24/7 operation if you really needed to use it for that purpose. They're very quiet, but I think the biggest, advantage to these, smaller, I don't want to say entry level, but mid-range projectors is the fact that we've integrated our Christie Twist warping and blending software, which I just previously mentioned, and that allows the end user to blend up to 6 projectors and 81 grid points. And so you can really, get a picture perfect image when you're blending technology, a number of projectors together. And then Mystique is our automated camera-based alignment for multiple projectors. And the Inspire series actually comes with Christie Mystique Lite embedded. So that offers up to 3 blended projectors horizontally on a flat screen. But you can blend that with a simple web camera, as long as the web camera can see the whole screen. So I guess, as you can see, we're really focusing on the types of applications that these projectors might be used in creating powerful software tools for easy integration into those applications.
Right. And that blending is so important these days, no matter what scale or size of the project. The blending, being able to do that with, mid-level entry products or the higher end products is really an amazing feature just to offer across the board, because that's something that is extremely important, like especially within the last 2 to 3 years, as we see more projection need to be shown across wider surfaces, and especially when you add in more projectors into the equation. So that's great. But one thing with Christie for me that was really a game changer was microtiles. So let's talk about that, because that was a huge, that was a shock to me. I'm sure a lot of people were kind of like, okay, now we're getting into, we're seeing a different side of Christie. So like I said, not only was this a game changer, but this is another way to continue innovating as a company. So can you tell us a little bit about, why Christie made this bold move into LED and the value of the product, of course?
Certainly. Well, I think many people in the industry will remember the original microtiles that were launched back in, I think, 2008. And, but they had their day. They were a great product for many years. But surprisingly now we've gone from microtiles to microtiles LED. And actually, and surprisingly, I would say that, they've been around for, almost 3 years now. But aside from that, we realized, like probably many other manufacturers a long time ago, that LED and indoor video wall applications were going to be increasingly significant. And we wanted to ensure that Christie was poised to be part of that. Right. So, we developed microtiles LED, and since their inception, we've actually installed them into a real wide variety of very well-known Fortune 100 companies, I'll say, but I'm not at liberty to mention who they are, but I'll just say that there's been some really unique applications that are pretty cool. And as a result of that, we're amidst an increase in our production capacity, because they have so many features for a variety of applications. They offer 14-bit color, active 3D, so you can get 60 hertz per eye. They're a cabinet-free design, which allows for better curves and corner applications. We have click and go magnetic chassis and modules, and combine that with the quick mount system that we have. It really reduces your installation time and the cost of that installation. And then consider, P3 color performance and HDR10 compliance. We've got patented neighbor detection, auto color matching, front service front serviceability. So, I mean, I guess, there's just so many performance benefits that you can see why they're being highly adopted as a dynamic technology for these applications too.
Right. And the 3D aspect was something that really stood out to, I mean, of course, 3D standing out to everybody, but that was something that
literally.
featured, literally, but the fact that that was included, and a part of the actual product was just like, okay, this is something that is definitely a game changer. And Steve, before I let you go, we have to talk about Pandora's Box. We can't end this conversation without opening Pandora's Box. So the version, trying to have a little fun with this. We're telling a story here, from you and your team. But version 8 is something that's newer, correct? That's being introduced into this ecosystem.
Yeah, we took a new approach to Pandora's Box this year. As a matter of fact, back in January this year, we launched Pandora's Box version 8 as a complete software platform that moved from a hardware-based platform. And the entire suite of features that you can get with Pandora's Box version 8 software include features that were formerly only available as hardware and software combinations of the product. So now that it's now available as a software option, users can operate it and use that technology with any custom hardware system they may have.
Right.
And the new Pandora's Box version 8 also includes, all the original features that that it had before. Recently developed 10-bit color and timeline accuracy, but now in addition to that, we've actually added Dante support, Notch, which is for real-time graphic creation, and then NDI video over IP. So, if for those that understand those terms and what that means, those are powerful additions to the platform.
Yes.
I can't say I completely know all of them, to be very honest with you, but regardless, it's a totally customizable, it's a flexible solution that's easy to use with any of our products or on its own.
Right.
In fact, another addition to Pandora's Box is we just overhauled our Pandora's Box menu, and menu is actually menu offers remote installation, and it simplifies your workflow for managing all the servers you may have and all Pandora's Box software. So when if you're combining Pandora's Box version 8 with Microtiles LED, with our RGB Pure Laser projection technology, or any video wall or projection technology, it creates a powerful, budget-friendly solution for live events, for multimedia shows, and so many other applications. So it's a great new option for those creators.
I love that, because so many companies are winning by introducing just very extremely flexible software to enhance the hardware and enhance the experience across the board. So that is a win-win on top of all the other awesome moving parts within the ecosystem that you guys are constantly building upon. So Steve, thank you so much. Before I let you go, where can the people find you? How can they get in touch and get more information?
Well, of course, for further information on what I've just talked about and numerous other innovative Christie technologies, you can go to christiedigital.com and learn more.
Perfect. Well, Steve, thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks so much, Alesia.